I think it's very poignant, at this time that people remember that there's hope, that there's a way to accomplish what you want without giving in or giving up.
Of course, that is really true. Miss Sperling, you spoke of your beautiful children a little while ago. Do you
Yes.
think it is inevitable for your children or even your grandchildren to create a documentary on the Warner sisters?
Not yet,
Not
but
yet. Too early
soon.
to know,
Well, it's interesting. I'm co-producing a feature film with the wonderful Alan Goldman, who did La Vie en Rose, on the family, called The Brothers. And Nick Pileggi, who is one of the finest people and writers in the business, is about to deliver a script. And I am so thrilled. This is really my dream come true, to be working with this caliber of talent, and being able to expand on, who these characters were, and the beginning of Hollywood and the feeling of those times, and just it's such a wonderful expansion for Warner Sisters, and me. And I've been asked to do a documentary of the making of this film. And someone said, you're such an inspiration because of your persistence, of hanging in there, to get this film made. I mean, that was originally what I wanted to do when the book came out in the early '90s. So, I win the persistence award, for sure, and my Warner Stripe.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you definitely deserve it, I can tell you that.
Thank you.
It's really amazing, just to carry on the Warner's legacy with Warner Sisters, and we're going to be tuned in to WarnerSisters.com, and I hope everyone has the chance to see this documentary because it really is a piece of history. Miss Sperling, just to step off the beating path for a second and ask you, you're also doing a lot for the public. As you said, these are different times right now, and it's a different generation. Can you tell our listeners of some of the associations you're involved in?
I'm involved in a human rights group called the Artists for Human Rights, and also the International Children's Group for Human Rights. I believe there's a book that Eleanor Roosevelt. There's not a book. There's a booklet that Eleanor Roosevelt put together after World War II, and it's about our human rights and how they should never be violated again as they were, at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And these booklets are going out all over the world, so people know what their rights are, and they can know if they're being violated and do something about it. That's very important to me. There's also a group called the Citizens Commission on Human Rights, and they're doing a fantastic job of trying to educate people to the dangers of psychiatric drugs and how our freedoms are being taken away by not understanding, what these drugs do. And a lot of our children are being given, Ritalin and all sorts of horrible mind-altering drugs that make them passive, so they'll sit quietly in school and not disturb anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very, very, very much a part of that. I really think children are our future, and I think, that they need to be educated and in lots of different ways. I'm very involved in alternative education, I think our school systems are primitive. I think the way we're teaching are, is really behind the times. Kids like learning a lot. Kids like learning visually. And I've got a whole program with this nonprofit that I'm creating called the Dream Factory of teaching kids how to use video cameras and going out into their neighborhoods and finding, it's called the hero next door, and interviewing them and finding out, like, why did they, like this one film that some kids did in Alabama through my friend there who has makeamovie.net, and he's taught kids to go, and he's got them to go, and they found this lady who stood up to the Klan and got them to get out of town. And they interviewed this lady, and then the man who picks up cans, and takes them in and gets money and gets the money and gives it to orphans, with gifts, toys for Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, things like that where it when you have kids are so interested. If you feed that interest and you give them something they love to do, to learn, and to ask questions and to research, rather than sit there and be fed, facts, I think you got a better chance of having a better world.
That is really amazing. That is definitely true. Miss Sperling, we came up with a special award here at whysoblu.com from all of our staff here. Can we get some music, please? We want to present to you today a special award of ours that we would like to give to you, Miss Sperling, and we call it the Woman of the Century Award.
Whoa!
Now, we don't have a solid gold plaque or anything yet, but we're working on it. But you have now earned that title from us, and we're proud to present that award to you today.
My God, what a surprise! Thank you so much.
You deserve it, and we're glad you're here with us today at whysoblu.com, and we're glad that you're carrying on the legacy and informing all of us on the Warner Brothers themselves. I mean, this is an excellent documentary. I would request for everyone to pick up a copy because it's the beginning of television. It's what everyone grew up with, the Warner Brothers.
Well, my God, thank you so much for that. I'm still digesting that.
Now, Miss Sperling, I have one last question that myself and everyone else has been dying to find out. Are there going to be any original Looney Tune characters coming out of Warner Sisters?
Oh God, I hope so. They're one of my. I grew up with them. They were like family to me. I miss that quality of cartoon.
Oh yeah, I grew up, and I still to this day will turn on Looney Tunes anytime and just sit down and relax and have a good laugh.
Oh God, well I hope. Thank you. I will try and focus on that.
Oh, yeah. Once again, Miss Sperling, it's an honor to have you as a guest here today at whysoblu.com. The documentary, The Brothers Warner, is in stores now. It will be released March 9th on Blu-ray. I would request once again for everyone to pick up a copy of that. It truly is a piece of American history. And once again, Miss Sperling, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you today at whysoblu.com as our guest.
Thank you so much, and I'm so happy that it's home. My DVD is home at Warner Home Video. It just brings a big smile to my face.
And ours too at whysoblu.com. It really is a pleasure today, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.
Bye for now.
Folks, this was really an amazing moment. A true piece of history. The Brothers Warner. Centuries of sheer wonder, in fact, has been explained in one film. It's what we all grew up with, the television. Four men who pioneered the forefront to bring and keep with us a light that will never dim. To educate, entertain, and enlighten. The Brothers Warner on Blu-ray. Go get it. Till next time, Aaron Harris at whysoblu.com.